Kevin! 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 You don't lay that type of bombshell on me and just walk out of the house! Come on! Come back here! You ought to tell me a little bit more about her. This is so exciting! I can't believe it! Is it true? You're not actually lying to me, are you? Come on, Mom. I told you, didn't I? I don't want to make a really big deal about it. I know how much you get excited for this type of thing. I don't want your blood pressure skyrocketing like last time. Hey! You have to have a little more faith in your mom. I learned my lesson from last time. Honestly, I'm so much better at keeping it under control now. You wouldn't even believe it. Besides, what can you expect from me? When my sister tells me that her daughter is finally having a child, of course I'm going to be excited about it. It's about time that you learned from her as well. Oh wait, you know what? Who am I kidding? That's exactly what you're doing in the first place! I just can't believe you're getting married. This is amazing. You've got to tell me everything about her. What's she like? What do you do together? What interests you the most about her? Hey, settle down. Don't barrage me with all the questions. You say you got your blood pressure under control, but I can tell that you're basically jumping up and down at home. Mom, just relax. It's not a big deal. It's just a marriage. Come on! This isn't just a marriage. Don't play it down like that. This is going to be one of the biggest days of your life! I can't believe that my little Kevin is finally going to be a proper man! I was wondering when the days of you pretending to be a little boy were going to end. What do you mean, pretending to be a little boy? You know what I mean. You should consider yourself lucky that your mother is so pretty. I don't look like anything now, but I was quite a looker back in the day. Mom, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Can I just go, please? I want to get back to work. Don't sit there and pretend that you're so concerned about the work. You're doing fine. You can spare a couple of minutes to talk to your mother. You thought you could hide it from me, but I can see a lot more than you realize. You're not the only one that likes to hit the town on a hot, sunny Sunday. I've seen the type of women you've been walking around with. It's funny that the girl changes periodically. Are you telling me that you've actually seen me on my dates, Mom? I certainly have. I've seen the way you behave around the girls. I have to be honest. If you didn't have my looks, I don't know what else you would have going for you. Haven't I told you properly how to treat a lady? Like, come on, Kevin. I still see you making her walk on the roadside of the footpath. You don't even open the door for her. And when you walk yourself through, you don't keep it open for her to come in. These things are important. You know you have to be a gentleman. Look, I know. Some of these things just slip my mind. I'm just in the moment, you know? I'm just enjoying myself. Yeah, well, you better wisen up because you're not playing around with a bunch of little girls anymore. You're actually getting married. This is the woman you're going to be with for the rest of your life. Nothing I taught you up until this point was important. But I'm telling you, when it comes to married life, every little thing counts. I'm sure it's going to be fine, Mom. You're overthinking things. Hey, do you think I'm just making this type of thing up? Don't forget that I'm a married woman. I know all about how this little game works between the sexes. Don't listen to your father about women. I've had to compensate for his lack of attention towards me. I hear where you're coming from, but I don't want to take any of this too seriously. If I think about every little thing that I do, I don't know how I'm going to function normally. I'll be so self-conscious about everything that I'm bound to make a mistake somewhere. Besides, I see you and Dad getting along all the time. I think he's doing the right thing. Ha! That man is lucky that he got me when he could. If he got me when I was just a little bit older, there's no way I would go for a guy like him. What makes you say that, Mom? Well, let me be honest. He was a real people pleaser when I first met him. Charming, a great smile, and really treated me like a lady. The first few years that we were together were amazing. When we got married, it felt even more like a fairy tale. Then he turned into about 90% of the guys out there. All that beautiful charm that he laid upon me when we first met just suddenly disappeared one day. He didn't want to put any effort into pleasing me. Should have known all of that was for show. If I was just a little bit older and less reliant on my emotions, I would have seen him for what he really was. Now I'm stuck with him. What are you trying to say right now? Mom, you really regret marrying him or something? You guys don't love each other after all. No. Don't get the wrong impression. I love your father from the bottom of my heart. He's a fantastic man and I respect him. But you know he's a little bit more inwards these days. He keeps to himself and wants to enjoy doing things on his own. He doesn't even hang out with his friends anymore. The older we get, the more seclusive he becomes. You're not worried about this or anything, are you? Not particularly. I know he doesn't show it, but he loves me too. That's the main thing. Love is expressed in many different ways, and ours isn't through physicality and verbal affection. I guess as you get older, things turn out this way. I see. Good to know, I guess. Well, hey, listen here, Sonny. Don't blow me off just yet. There's a reason that I'm telling you all of this. You want to keep your girl happy? Yes, of course I do. You want to make sure that she stays with you forever and ever, correct? Yeah, I guess I do. You want to make sure she gives you a nice smooch before bed? No comment. Okay, I'll take that as a yes. You have to listen to my advice. You have to feed her as much attention as possible. I'm telling you now, she likes you enough to marry you. She must be head over heels for you. You keep her happy and you're going to have a fantastic life living with each other. I had a proper head on my shoulders, but I can't speak for these younger women. It's a new generation, and they think differently. You better do what you can to please her. Come on, Mom. I'm doing that. As much as you like to doubt me. I'm doing a good job, so don't worry about it. Everything's going fine. Yeah, the last time you told me that everything was fine, you almost burnt the house down. Come on, I was 14 and I was cooking for the first time. That doesn't matter. Have a little more faith in Mother's intuition. Every guy thinks they're doing a proper job, but in reality, they could be doing a lot more. Like, are you buying her flowers every week? Are you kidding me right now? Flowers every week? Of course I'm not doing that. Do you make her breakfast in bed? How often do you do it? I've never even thought to make her breakfast in bed. Do you at least call her beautiful? If she's looking good on a particular day, I'll tell her that she's cute. Kevin! Have you learned anything at all from me? It's not good enough. She's very sensitive to those types of things. You have to call her beautiful even when she's not beautiful. This is your soon-to-be wife that we're talking about. Come on, Mom. You're acting like you know her. She might be different. She might not be very responsive to all those things, for all you know. Yeah, right. Tell me one person that doesn't appreciate a good old breakfast in bed. I'm just telling you the basics right now, and you're not even doing it. Anyway, you know what? You got a good point. Tell me about this girl. I can't believe the way you left the house just now. You come in and give me some nonsense about the things you have to do at work. And then you tell me that you're going to get married. You give me a date, and you just up and leave the house. You don't even give me an explanation. I'm your mother, Kevin. You gotta be a little bit more sensitive to how I feel. Don't think I haven't been. I know what you're like, Mom. You always get overexcited about things. It's like you're a little girl still. I knew that you were going to get really hyped up about this wedding. Well, you know what would have stopped me from getting overexcited? If you just told me you were dating someone to begin with. I don't even know who she is. Why couldn't you tell your mother? Don't you know how that makes me feel? I know you might be hurt, Mom, but the alternative isn't a better option. Think about it. I know the way you act. If I told you about it, you would for sure do something to embarrass me. Don't forget that I've had girlfriends in the past and I've taken them home. You're talking about those young ladies you were dating when you were in high school, aren't you? They were so nice. You should have treated them better. You should have considered yourself lucky to be able to date them. What are you going on about? Mom, they're the ones that broke up with me. Well, clearly you were doing something wrong, weren't you? Honestly, Kevin, at some point you've got to realize the amount of mistakes you're making and that you need to learn from them. Anyway, yeah. So, tell me about this girl. I don't even have her name. Her name is Louise. Louise? Louise, is it? Wow. She must be absolutely amazing. She sounds so sweet. Do you have a photo of her or anything? Not many, to be honest. I'll see what I can get on my phone. Okay, how about this one? Oh my God, Kevin! No way! This has to be a joke! This isn't the woman you're going to be marrying, is it? She is, Mom. Is there something wrong with her? There's something that you don't like about her, isn't there? Are you kidding me right now? Just look at her! She's absolutely adorable. How could someone as emotionally insensitive as my young boy be able to pull something like this? Come on, I want to know. How did you do it? This girl is way out of your league. I can't believe she's actually agreed to marry you. She did agree, right? You didn't force her into it or anything. Who do you think I am, Mom? I'm not the type of guy to do that type of thing. So I'm guessing you like her, huh? Who are you kidding? Like is a serious understatement. I absolutely love her! I mean, just take a look at her style. She looks like a super sweet and traditional girl. Someone that really will take care of you. And that smile of hers! Have you ever seen something more angelic than that? That's the type of smile that she should be charging people to look at. I mean, men will go to war for that type of thing. What are you on about right now, Mom? Go to war? We're not in the 1900s. No one's going to war. I know, but you get the point. She's a really stunning girl. Reminds me a lot about myself. I always knew you would choose someone just like your mother. I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you, Mom. If I chose someone exactly like you, I don't think I'd be able to handle her for a week. You like to pretend that I get on your nerves, but deep down, I know you love your mommy. So is she sweet on the inside as she is on the outside? She's definitely someone, I'll tell you that much. Well, come on. That's not enough for me to go off of. What's she like? What do you like about her? What made her different from all the other girls? Well, I'm not really sure about that, Mom. I'm not going to lie. Her looks play a great part in the reason for me marrying her. But not only that, she's very girly. She has a really tender soul and she absolutely loves animals. I just think that she's a really good person and I can see myself being married to her. Let's face it, I can't be playing around forever. I gotta settle down with someone at some point. It's about time you've come to that realization. I'm telling you now, if you kept going down the path that you were on, I don't know what I could have done for you. You better consider yourself lucky that you actually found someone that's good for you. I still can't believe this, though. I mean, someone just pinch me and wake me up. My little boy is actually getting married. I can swear that it was only yesterday that I was changing your diapers. I can still remember that cute little smile that you used to give me. What happened to that little boy? Well, at some point, a little boy has to grow up and be a man, right? Come on, Mom. Is that what you really wanted me to do? Just be some man-child for you to take care of forever? I was going to find love at some point. I know. It's just that all of this is happening too fast. Do you remember the good old days when you and I would stay up for Friday night movies? Oh, wow. That's taken me back a long time ago. They used to have DVD stores where you could rent movies out. Thank goodness that you actually remembered. You would have really hurt me if you forgot something like that. Are you kidding me? That was one of the most fondest memories I have. Every Friday, you would take me to the DVD store, and we'd hire out something to watch for the night. Sometimes we even hired out 3 movies. You always like to watch those silly little comedies. You boys and your dirty humor. Yeah, And I remember you always went for the dramas. I never really understood that about you, Mom. It's not like you're the one dating these really attractive actors. Not only that, but you had a husband to begin with. Come on! A girl is allowed to dream, isn't she? It's not like I'm cheating on him anyway. I really miss those days having you snuggle up beside me. I'm not going to lie. It was a really good memory for me, too. We used to buy popcorn and sweets. It was the only time of the week I was allowed to eat that type of thing. We turned on the neon lights and it actually looked like our own little custom-made cinema. Are you telling me that we can't have those memories again, Kevin? I'm sorry, Mom. I can't be a little boy forever. As much as I treasure the love and attention you've given me over the years, I have to grow up at some point. It's just natural. You know what? You're right. I should have realized that from the moment you were born. Inevitably, that's how you're going to turn out. I will miss you, though. I have all your photos of when you were younger. Come on, Mom. You're acting so melancholy right now. It's not like I'm dying or anything. You should be proud of me. I am proud of you! You're getting married. It's amazing. Okay, well, I want you to start acting like it. Because remember, I'm going to have you and Louise meet each other at some point. I don't want you to be mournful when you meet her. I want you to be happy. Show her that cheerful, positive attitude that you've had over the years. You're really a sweet little boy, aren't you? I'm so sorry for saying that you were insensitive before. You really know how to bring a tear to your mother's eye. Anyway, you know what? Son, I've taken up way too much of your time. I know you're getting a little bit annoyed now because you have a lot of things that you need to do. I'm sorry for getting in your way. No. Look, Mom, it's alright. I'm sorry if I was a little bit mean before. I'm not set back that much. I'll be able to get all the work done that I need to do. Thank you for the chat. I'm really glad that you're happy with me getting married. Let's talk soon. I'll give you some details about when we're going to meet Louise. Chances are we're going to meet her family as well. Where's my wubby-dubby Kevin? I've been sending you messages for ages now. How come you're not answering me? You're not actually talking to another girl, are you? She better not be cuter than me, or else I'm going to be really mad. Hey, Louise. How are you going? Sorry about that. Don't worry. I'm not talking to any other girl behind your back. Well, actually, technically I am. But... Aha! So the truth comes out? I knew my handsome boyfriend would have someone on the side. I've seen the way you looked at other girls. Hold on a second, Louise. It's not what you think. Don't start jumping to conclusions. Wait, hang on a minute. What do you mean that I'm staring at other girls? What have you noticed? Do you think you're so sly hiding beneath those dark tinted glasses of yours? It's so obvious. Never underestimate a girl's feelings and awareness. I can tell when those eyes of yours are darting to and fro. You really like miniskirts, don't you? It's okay for you to look at other girls if it's just because of the clothes they're wearing. Just remember, the next time that I wear a miniskirt, your eyes better be on me. I have to be honest, Louise. I've got no idea what you're talking about. I wear those glasses because we're in the middle of summer. My eyes are just so weak to those UV rays. You know how dangerous they are. My Aunt Kelly actually got eye cancer from it. She had to have a massive surgery. Don't underestimate the power of the sun. Oh my god. You're just acting so funny. Like, are you that bad villain in the Spider-Man movie or something? Anyway, you can come up with as many excuses as you want. I know exactly what's going on underneath those glasses of yours. You've got to work a lot harder than that to fool me. So come on, out with it then, Mr. Playboy. What's her name? Where did you meet her? What little cheesy line did you give her? If you played the same moves that you did with me, I'm going to be very mad. If I was giving this woman any moves, I'd be very embarrassed with myself. Her name is Diana. Oh my god. Like, what a pompous name. She sounds like she's from royalty or something. So you found a girl that's richer than me, huh? Well, good on you.
Don't forget that we're getting married soon, though. So I want you to cut out the nonsense when that time comes around. You promised me a strong and happy future, and that's exactly what I am expecting. I don't want you fooling around with some other ditzy girl.
Have no fear, Louise. The only ditzy girl that I'm interested in is you. I don't have time to waste with the others.
Oh my god! You're just so mean! Don't call me ditzy.
Hey, well, if you can stop spilling coffee on the photocopying machine at work, I'll think twice about calling you that name. Do we have a deal?
Hey, that's just so unfair! I only did that once! Not only that, but that was ages ago too! Can't you just, learn to forgive and forget?
I don't know, Louise. You're really lucky that I like you a lot. I saved you from our supervisor at that time.
Well, you didn't have to say it was you.
I kind of wanted to. I think with the amount of mistakes that you've been stacking up in the workplace, if I didn't do that, you would have gotten fired from that office.
Oh, come on! What I lack in capable working efficiency, I make up for with my adorable and lovable personality. I think that supervisor loves when I'm making mistakes. It gives him the opportunity to come talk to me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, to be honest. I've seen him give you a nice, friendly, amicable smile and then walk into his office screaming his head off. Someone needs to tell him that that place is not soundproof.
I kind of found that pretty cute, to be honest. He's like a tiny little volcano. It's pretty funny looking at a guy that short working in a position that important.
Well, don't say that type of thing to his face. He's not going to be happy about it.
Hey, you know what? I see exactly what you're doing right now, Kevin. You're trying to avert attention away from the fact that you were talking to another girl. I'm serious when I say you're not allowed to cheat on me.
Okay, and I'm serious when I say that you're taking it too far. This person that I was talking to isn't anyone who you think they are. It was my mom.
Yeah, right. As if I'm going to believe it was your mom. Wait, hang on a minute. Her name is Diana, isn't it? Oh, wow! It is your mom! How is she? Did you tell her about the wedding?
I sure did. She's over the moon about that thing. Doesn't shut up about it. It's a good thing that I left home when I did. If I stuck around there any longer, I might have given her a heart attack.
Oh, wow. That must mean she's totally excited for the wedding, isn't she? I hope I can give a good impression on her. We're going to meet at some point, right? I wonder what I should wear. I've got a lot of cute items from those modeling days that I used to do. What do you think? Maybe I should wear that sexy little outfit that I wore on our first date?
No. Don't do anything like that. My mom is a super traditional woman. In fact, I showed her one of the photos from your modeling days. She really liked a simple and clean outfit, you know? Something a little bit traditional. Shows you are reserved.
Oh my god. I know exactly what you're talking about. I absolutely love that outfit. It's one of my favorites. It's so comfy, too. Are you sure that's what you want me to wear? I've got that velvet dress that shows a little bit of leg. I'm sure she'd like something like that.
Well, knowing my mom, she would like anything. But let's play to her taste, shall we? Just wear the same outfit that you did in that photo.
I'm so excited to meet her. She must be a really good woman to raise a guy like you.
She's a great mother. I'll say that much about her. She's very interested in meeting you as well. I kind of feel like excluding myself from the lunch and just having you two go on your own. You guys are bound to have enough fun just by yourselves.
You know what? That's actually a pretty good idea. I would love to pick her brain. She must have the most hilarious stories about you. I know that she won't feel comfortable saying it when you're there, but she'll tell me in secret, right? I'm just so glad this is happening, though. We're actually getting married!
All of this is happening so fast. It feels like only yesterday that we met, doesn't it? I'm really glad I'm doing this, though. But you know what? Enough about my mom. What about your dad? Does he know about you getting married?
Yep, I've already told him.
Okay. So, how did he react? My mom reacted like she won the lottery.
Well, look, how can I put this? My dad knows that we're getting married.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Not particularly, no.
Alright. Well, this is pretty good news, right? His daughter is about to get married. Not only that, it's his only daughter. Surely he would have been a mixture of excitement and sorrow, right?
Yeah. Look, I'm not sure if those two words exactly describe how he felt about me getting married.
Okay. Well, give me some sort of idea what he's thinking about everything. You know, this is the man that is going to be giving you away at the wedding, right? I don't know anything about him. I don't want him to give you away to me and be scowling at me for doing something wrong.
Look, my dad is a very special guy. Don't take his attitude too seriously.
Okay, well, I need to say something, Louise. You're really not imbuing me with a lot of optimism here. What you mean to say is that he's not happy that you're getting married, right?
In a matter of speaking, yes.
Okay, well, there's not much that we can do about that. It's good to know, though. At least now I know I should be extra careful to leave a good impression on him.
Yeah. Look, that's probably going to take a little bit of time if I'm being honest.
Are you kidding me right now? Is it that bad?
There's one thing you need to know about my dad. He raised me in a household with just him. He's very protective of me. He's not going to give me away that easily. I'm his little princess at the end of the day.
Hold on a second. What are you telling me right now? Are you trying to tell me that you grew up in a single-family home?
I did for a good portion of my life. You see, my dad is a military man.
This is just great. He's in the military. It's going to be fun trying to impress him.
Can you just let me finish what I was saying, please?
Okay, yes, sorry. Go on.
Okay. Well, he's in the military, and my mom couldn't stand being around him. He was very demanding and had high expectations of everyone. He met my mom before he went away for his military service. While he was away, my mom found out she was pregnant. She had to take care of the baby all on her own. When he came back, he was over the moon that he could finally reunite with his family and play the role of being a father. He met me when I was about 6 months old. I've seen the pictures of him. He looks like a very loving father.
This is a very interesting story. So what happened then? How did your parents split up?
Well, let's just say the war really hardened him. I mean, he was always a very disciplined guy before he went off. But when he came back, he just grew more demanding of people. I mean, when you think about it, he had to basically go off and be a superhero. There was a lot expected of him and the people around him. He was used to that environment. Unfortunately, that type of thinking isn't good for a household, especially when you put it on a mom that had to raise a child on her own.
I can imagine it would have been very tough on her.
After some time passed, she realized that she can't put up with it anymore. She left without a word. He woke up one morning to me crying in my crib, my mom nowhere to be seen. She hasn't shown herself ever since.
Jeez, Louise, that's a really sad story there. I had no idea that's what you went through.
Yeah, well, it's okay though, because I totally don't regret anything. I love my dad to bits. He really takes care of me. He cares about me a lot. Anything I need, he finds a way to get it. He always finds a way to please me. He's just the best.
Okay, well, hang on a minute. You're about to marry me. Shouldn't I be the best?
Yeah, I know you're the best too. You're second best.
Okay. That kind of contradicts the meaning of the word best, but I'll take it, I guess. What does this mean for me, though? If he's this attached to you, clearly he's not going to give you up that easily, right?
You have a point there. Let me be honest. You aren't the first guy that I've had to introduce to him. There's been many before you, and they all had to go through the trials.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? The trials? What do you mean by trials?
I think it's better if I don't explain it to you. You should just jump in there and experience it for yourself.
What do you mean, experience it for myself? Louise, this sounds really serious. The guy is in the military, right? What does he have in store for me?
Hey, come on. I'm not going to ruin all the surprises. That's for you to find out.
Are you kidding me right now? You're not even going to tell me a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah, no. Not really, to be honest.
Well, can you at least tell me about your dad? What type of guy he is and what he likes? I want to be able to leave a good impression on him. We're having that lunch coming up soon with our families, right? I want him to be on board with me marrying you.
Yeah. Look, sorry, babe. That's not going to happen. It's going to take a long time to chip through his armor. He's a hard man to please.
Are you kidding me? Well, what do I have to do to please him? Should I come up in my military fatigues or something?
Oh my god. That would, make him so angry. He would probably pull out the old M17 that he hides.
Wait, what are you talking about? He walks around with a gun? What the hell? Does this guy still think he's on the battlefield?
Look, you've got nothing to worry about. You're a great guy. If you just persist a little bit, he should like you in time. There's just a couple of things that you need to know, though. He's a very judgmental man. He thinks highly of me. In his eyes, there's no other woman that's greater than me. He's expecting the person that I commit my whole life to be of the same type of caliber. What type of work is your father engaged in?
My dad is a fireman.
Oh, okay, a fireman! That's a hard one. I'm not sure how that's going to fly with him.
Are you serious right now? He's got some sort of prejudice against firemen?
It's not that. I think he's got a lot of respect for them and what they have to do. But he's going to use that to judge you.
What do you mean? What does my dad's occupation have to do with me?
Well, it's going to be a window into your background. I know you're a sweet guy and you're just super, super nice to me, but he doesn't know that. He likes to look at things that are on paper.
What are you trying to tell me right now? My dad being a firefighter means I had a bad upbringing or something?
Well, let's take a look at it. Firemen only earn the average salary. My dad's expecting me to be dating superstars. He wants me to be with an elite, top of the food chain guy just like him.
Is that really the type of guy your dad is?
Well, he was a general when he was back in the army. He has a very high opinion of himself.
Wow. Louise, I don't know what to say. I wish you told me about this earlier, to be honest. It would be good if I got to know your dad before we were about to get married.
Hey, well, you can't just, blame me for that, can you? You're the one that proposed to me in the first place.
I know, but you and I are living together now. We may as well marry. But you know what? This is fine. I'll handle it. I'm not such a wimp myself. I'm sure your dad and I are going to get along just well.
Okay, good luck. And don't worry about your dad being a fireman. I'm sure he's going to overlook that at some point.
Is it really that big of a deal?
Oh, yeah. Before I forget, make sure you dress well for him for that lunch. Presentation is everything, after all.
Don't worry. I'll make sure everything is prepared in advance. I'll have my suit dry cleaned and a clean haircut just for him. Let's just hope that's going to be enough, though. Hello! Is this the maggot that's marrying my little daughter, Louise? That's right. I'm assuming this is Bill. I can see that my daughter has told you my name, but she hasn't told you the way to address me. Don't think you're a part of this family yet, son. You've got a long way to go. If you want to talk to me, you'll refer to me as sir. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, Bill. I mean, sir. What's wrong with you, son? You a little bit slow? Is it that hard to follow basic instructions? No, it's just I'm not used to calling anyone sir. I heard you were in the military. I guess that type of thing is very normal for you, isn't it? What do you know about being in the military? You don't know jack, son. Anyway, what was your name again? Casey or Christine or something? Yeah, it's Kevin. That's right, Kevin. I had a feeling it was some little sissy name like that. Right. Anyway, thank you for getting in contact with me. I've been wanting to have some sort of conversation with you at some point. Is there a reason that we're talking now, though? We've arranged for a lunch that's not too far away from now. What are you trying to get at? You think that I should just follow your regime? I'll talk to you whenever I want to talk to you, son. And I don't want to be hearing any complaints about it either. Okay, I am very sorry if I offended you or anything. You're just one little apology machine, aren't you? I've dealt with your type before, Kevin. You are the type of man to make mistakes and never learn from them. You think that sorry is just gonna cut it? Hey, look, you haven't even met me yet, Bill. You don't know what type of person I am yet. You can't judge me based on one little conversation that we've had here. Do I have to tell you for a third time? When you refer to me as sir, not Bill. If I have to tell you that again, there are going to be consequences. Crap, I did it again, didn't I? I'm sorry. I don't want to hear your apologies. I want to see you put a proper effort into referring to me by the proper titles. Okay, sir. No, that's where you say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You better start getting the picture quick. I'm not a man with a lot of patience. Now look, I know you're very suspicious about why I'm messaging you right now. The truth of the matter is, I don't know how to feel about you, Kevin. I'm not sure why my daughter is marrying you in the first place. Well, your daughter and I have known each other for a long time now. We have a really good vibe together. We get along very well. It's natural that we're going to want to get married at some point. I'm not talking about any of that crap, son. I'm talking about her behavior. You see, up until this point, any guy she's actually dated, she's done me the pleasure of introducing me to them. They would have dinner with me. I would get to know them, and they would pass my test. I would measure up if they were a suitable man to be with my daughter. I think that's fantastic, sir. I think it's great that you care about her that much. Well, I'm a man that doesn't really have a choice. I don't know if my daughter has talked to you about that good-for-nothing mother of hers. That self-serving woman walked out of her life when she was very young. I can only imagine the amount of emotional pain that was incurred on my daughter at that point in her life. I'd be damned if I'd let something happen again. I'm sorry. I'm not really sure what you're referring to. You know damn well what I'm referring to. I'm talking about you walking out on her. Or better yet, you're not living up to her expectations. I see. It seems that you have very strict criteria for the type of man that marries your daughter. You're damn straight I do. I'm telling you right now, son, I've met a lot of good men in my life, and I've met a lot of evil ones, too. I've had the luxury of putting the ladder in the ground. Oh, wow. You haven't done something like that recently, have you? It's best that I don't answer that question, son. Anyway, you can see where I'm coming from, can't you? It's very strange that my daughter has been coming to me with all the men that she's dated up until this point. The very man that she's going to marry is the one that she hasn't introduced me to yet. It sounds to me that she knows that you've already disqualified my little test. And if I'm speaking honestly, just judging from your attitude up until this point, I'm not surprised if that's the case. Well, I'm not really sure what to tell you. I'm not sure what your test entails. I don't even know what type of guy you expect her to marry. What I will say, though, is that you shouldn't shoot me down before you've given me a chance. I'll admit that it's strange that your daughter didn't introduce me to you earlier, but that doesn't mean that I'm automatically a failure. I could still have some potential. We'll see about that, son. So, let's get started. What type of awards have you been decorated with? Decorated? I'm guessing you're talking about my achievements? Well, my highest level of education is high school. I graduated with an award for English. I was the top of my class. Is that something to be proud of? Are you proud of being the top at something that everyone should be able to do? I'm not really sure what you're talking about. I'm talking about the subject English. That's the language we speak, isn't it? Don't waste my time, son. Give me an actual achievement. Okay. Well, apart from that, there's not really much to talk about. I see. So you're mediocre at science and maths. That's not very impressive. Well, hey, just because I didn't get top of the class doesn't mean that I'm mediocre at those subjects. I think you need to understand the situation, Sergeant. If you're expecting to be with a top-of-the-line girl, you have to be a top-of-the-line man as well. Sergeant? Okay, I'm just going to brush that one off. What about sports? Are you telling me that you didn't do any physical activity? No football? No soccer? I was part of the netball team. Fantastic. You played the girl version of basketball. I'm getting a very good picture of the type of guy you are. And you said that you graduated high school. Did you go on to university? I felt like my calling wasn't in university. I started work immediately. Okay. And you also lack grit as well. What about your father? What did he do? My dad was a fireman. Okay, a fireman. That's a very respectable occupation. The last I checked, the fire department had a big cut in their salaries. I can imagine home life wasn't the best for you. Well, it was nothing that I could complain about, if I'm being honest. Is any of this stuff necessary? Don't you want to ask me about the relationship I have with your daughter? I'm not interested in any merry cheering that you've got prepared to sing in my ear. I'd rather you just tell me the facts and I can work from there. Okay. And how are we looking? Is there anything else you want to know? No. If I'm being honest, there's not a lot of answers you can give me for me to be impressed. What you told me so far isn't living up to my expectations. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure what I can do to impress you. I guess we're just going to have to meet and find out. I'll see you at the lunch then. Negative. Sitting at some cafe and drinking coffee with you isn't going to give me insight into how capable of a man you are. We're going to have to change the situation. Change the situation? What do you mean by that? Well, I don't have a very high opinion of you at the moment, Kevin. Your dad was earning the average wage, which probably means that your household wasn't that well off. Considering the rent in this area, life would have been hard for you as the child. I can hardly imagine you were brought up with the values necessary to date someone like my daughter. For all I know, you lived in the ghetto. Who knows what type of unsavory characters you surrounded yourself with. Wow, you're really extrapolating from that tiny little piece of information, aren't you? I think it would be better if you just got to know me first instead of guessing. Sergeant, this isn't a guess. This is a calculated assessment. I'm very good at evaluating my soldiers. I've done it for most of my service. I've come to the conclusion that you are not fit to marry my daughter. Do the right thing and step aside. Let a proper man take your place. Hang on a minute. Bill, that's insane. Sergeant, do I need to remind you again what you need to refer to me as? Look, I don't care about that right now. I don't care what you think about me. You don't get to make the judgment on whether or not she gets to marry me. This is between her and me. The fact of the matter is, I'm not going to hand my daughter away to some maggot that wasn't brought up with proper values. I don't trust people living in the low socioeconomic status like you do. I thank you for your time with my daughter, and I ask you to respectfully leave. That's a very fast decision to make when you haven't even met me. If you really cared about your daughter, I think you would give me a little bit more opportunity to prove myself. You know what? I don't have much high hopes for you, but if you're that eager, I'll give you a chance. After retiring from the military, I've opened up my own combat school. This is hand-to-hand combat. It's rough, hard training. You show me your medal, and I'll think twice about you marrying my daughter. You know what? I think that's a fantastic idea. It will be a good opportunity for us to bond. I'm free at the end of the week. I'll come to your gym then. Negative. I need you to show me that you're ready for action the moment the situation calls for it. I need you to come to the gym tonight. Hold on a minute. Tonight? I can't do that. I've got things to do. Things are very stressful at work, and I need to stay back overtime to get the tasks done. That's not good enough, Sergeant. Are you a man that can get the job done or not? Of course I am. I'm capable. Well, I need to see that for my own eyes. It's either you come to the gym tonight, or you can abort the mission. I'm not allowing someone that can't rise to the call of duty to marry my daughter. Okay, well, look, fine. If that's the way it has to be, then I understand. I'll be at the gym tonight then. That's what I like to hear.
Kevin! Kevin! Where are you? You're making me so worried right now. It's going to be midnight by the time you get home. What are you doing right now? You're not actually out there with some girl, are you? The other day was just some sort of little hoax to trick me, wasn't it? You weren't actually talking to your mom. Don't make me look at your social networking accounts. I will find this Diana, and I'll tell her everything about us.
Wait, Louise, stop. Just calm down. Everything's fine. I'm not doing anything.
How can I be calm? You haven't messaged me all night. I thought you were dead or something. Don't make me worried like that. Just respond to my messages. What were you so busy with that you couldn't message me?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask your dad. He'd be able to give you an answer.
What do you mean by ask my dad?
Louise, I don't know if I can put up with this. I know how much you care about your father, but there's just one little thing I have to say. Don't take this personally, but your dad is an absolute psycho.
Huh? What did you just say? Don't talk about my father like that. That's one of the few men that I respect, and I'm not going to have you sit there and insult him.
Look, I understand he means a lot to you. He's the one that raised you all on his own. At the same time, he's the devil reincarnate. I cannot believe the things that he did to me today.
What are you talking about right now? Did you two actually meet or something?
We did. Your dad isn't satisfied with me. He doesn't think I'm worthy of marrying you. He likes to put you on a pedestal and think of me as some insignificant ant that doesn't deserve to be with you. He wanted me to prove myself at his gym tonight. That was the most grueling experience I ever had in my life.
Oh, wow. I guess it started, huh? The trials.
What do you mean, the trials? So this is the thing that you were talking about? This is the type of thing he puts everyone through?
Yeah, like I said, my dad is a really unique man. He has a strange way of testing the guys that I date. But you know what? It's all because I'm his precious little princess. He loves me at the end of the day. He's doing it because he cares about me.
Okay, look, I understand all of that, Louise. But even you have to admit this is a little bit screwed up. I mean, do you have any idea what he does at these so-called trials? He got me to wrestle all of his students. These are large, bulky men that have just returned from the military. They're huge!
Hey, come on. You're not so tiny yourself, are you? I'm sure you did just fine. You used to work out as well.
Yeah, I did. Back when I was fresh out of high school. I had a lot of time on my hands to do that type of thing. Now I'm focused on my career. I haven't worked out in ages. And even if I did, these guys are massive. I felt like I just had a family of gorillas having their way with me.
That's kind of cute. You should have, totally taken a video of it. I would have wanted to see it.
Are you actually trying to make a joke out of this right now? Louise, don't you hear what I'm saying? I'm telling you that I got the crap kicked out of me. And what was it all for? To show that I'm worthy of marrying you? What a load of crap.
Hey, well, look. I know you're very emotional right now, and it's pretty tough to deal with. But trust me, you would have scored some big brownie points with my dad for going to that thing. He's not going to tell it to you verbally, but on the inside, he's probably very proud of you.
Yeah, right. That man was watching me as I was getting beaten up by everyone. Anytime they had me pinned down, he kept telling me to get up on my feet. Maggot. I've never heard the word maggot so many times in my whole life. I'm probably going to go to sleep tonight thinking about it. I don't even know if my name is Kevin anymore. You might have to call me Maggot if you want my attention.
You are just so funny, Kevin. I love that about you. You always make me laugh.
Louise, I'm not trying to make you laugh right now. I'm trying to make you see reason. Can you talk some sense into your dad? This is ridiculous. I don't think I have to prove myself this way.
Okay, come on, stop being so melodramatic. It's just a little bit of wrestling, right? Don't take it so seriously. Just have a bit of fun with it. Besides, all of this stuff is temporary. He's not going to make you do this for your whole life or anything. The moment he starts to respect you, I promise you things are going to change.
I can't believe it. So you're not going to do anything for me? You're not going to have one word with him?
No, I don't think what he's doing is particularly that wrong, to be honest.
What a joke. Do you realize that after getting the crap beaten out of me tonight, he expects me to go for a run with him tomorrow? Doesn't he realize that I have work? How am I meant to get home, eat, get the rest I need, and then wake up early enough to go for a run with him? I mean, let me remind you that that's in 6 hours from now. If I do the math properly, I'm probably only going to get 4 hours of sleep tonight. There's no way I'm going to be functioning at my best for work tomorrow.
All right, come on, Kevin. Stop being such a drama queen. We both know that you can do it. You're still young and healthy. I mean, take a look at my dad. He's at the age he is now, and he's still going for a run, isn't he? You guys are going to have fun together. I'm sure of it.
This is really amazing, Louise. Clearly, you and I are looking at this from two different points of view.
You know what? Why don't you just enjoy it for what it is? I'm sure we're going to look back on this and have a laugh about it. Trust me, when you're old and you're having a beer with my dad, you're going to be laughing together about what happened here.
Yeah, right. That's assuming I actually make it out of this alive. I've got to run with this guy every morning for the rest of the week. Let's see if things are going to go as well as you think they are.
You'll learn to love it, I'm sure. Anyway, guess what? Us having that lunch with our parents is just around the corner. You better be excited because I am.
Wow, Kevin! Just wow! What a lovely little family they have there. That Louise is such a sweet girl. I knew she would be exactly like I thought she would be. In fact, she was even better. I mean, did you see the way that she sat there? So polite. She didn't shrink her posture once. She was also super kind. She would pour my drink for me, comment on my clothes. I mean, do you know it's been a long time since anyone's called me sassy? That's the first time anyone's called me that ever since I hit 50. The more I know about the situation between you two, the more I feel confident in the marriage you're going to have. This is just so great. Well, good to know someone's optimistic about this. Hey, come on, Kevin. What's with this sour attitude? You know, I really have to pull you up on that. You weren't really giving the best impression at that lunch today. Mom, look, I really don't want to talk about it. I'm just glad that we got that thing over and done with. Come on, honey. What's wrong? Do you need to come sit on Mommy's lap again? Tell me all your problems, dear. Mom, can you just cut it out with that crap already? I don't want to hear it. Whoa. Now, I haven't heard an outburst like that since you were a little boy. Here come the flashbacks to when you were in high school. Now I really need to know what's going on. Why are you so upset? Your behavior today was very odd. Look, Mom, I know that you see everything as sunshine and roses, but I don't think it's going as well as you thought it was. I mean, did you see the attitude of the guy there? All right, you're talking about Bill, aren't you? What an interesting man. He's had a very long career in the military. You can tell he's got a lot of stories. Well, isn't that interesting? He lets you call him Bill, doesn't he? I have to keep calling him Sir. Yeah, I was very curious about that, to be honest. I wanted to pull you up on it. It was very strange for you to keep calling him that. You better be careful. You might offend him with that type of thing. You're not exactly in the military yourself. Yeah. Look, Mom, I understand that. I know. He's the one that's been wanting me to call him that this whole time. He's given me an absolute earful whenever I call him anything different from that. Okay, well, I'm not going to delve into whatever situation you have between yourselves. If that's the type of relationship you're going to have, then I'm not going to argue against it. But he is a very respectable man, isn't he? And the size of him! He's massive! I'd be afraid to call him to open a jar for me. I think he might accidentally break it. So you actually think today went well, do you? Well, I had a lot of fun personally. I'm not sure about you. I have to say, you came in today looking absolutely horrible. I mean, you've gotten so skinny. Not only that, but your face had black bruises on it. What's going on with you? That wasn't a really good impression to leave on him, you know. That was the first time you met him, right? I mean, come on, Kevin. How many times do I have to talk to you about presentation for you to start respecting why it's important? Look, Mom, I get it. And let's take a look at that gal, Louise. It's just like I said. She's way out of your league. Just how did you meet this girl, anyway? Well, as it happens, Mom, she's working in the company. Oh, is she now? That's very interesting. You know, you shouldn't be hitting on anyone in the workplace. It might be classed as sexual harassment. Come on, Mom. You know I'm not going to do anything like that. She was a new employee and she was struggling to keep up with everyone else. I guess the type of work we do isn't exactly suited to someone like her. She was pretty clumsy and made a lot of mistakes. I was the one that helped her out the most. Every time she grew more and more interested in me and started inviting me out to dates. You keep talking about me being a hopeless romantic and having a personality that would deter women, but I have to say, she was quite attracted.
Like I said before, you only got lucky there. If you didn't have my good looks, you wouldn't have anything going for you. But you know what? Good looks are only going to last for so long. You better do something to keep this woman. She's a 1 in a million girl.
Yeah, look, I think I've had enough about hearing how great Louise is. Anyway, there are some things I want to do. I don't want to be talking about this all day.
Well, thanks, honey. We had an amazing lunch today, and I'm really glad I was able to meet everyone. Apart from your rugged appearance, I'd say we left a great impression on those two.
That has got to be one of the worst meetings I've ever had. I'm not sure I want to know anything more about you, Sergeant. The more I know about you, the more I found that you're not suitable for my daughter. Okay, so what's going on now? What wasn't up to your expectations today? Well, let's take a look at that mother of yours. I should have expected as much. There's no refinement to her in any way. She has that cheerful, annoying attitude and that voice of hers. What is she cackling about all the time? Why is she so happy? I don't like the way she was speaking with my daughter. You better watch yourself. This is my mom you're talking about. Say whatever you want about me, but I'm not going to let you insult her. Don't talk about her personality like it's a bad thing. That's what people love the most about her. Yeah, seeing someone as cheerful and accepting as that doesn't surprise me why an underachiever like you came into existence. I can tell just by the way she talks. I'm guessing that all the marathons you had in your early years were all in courage and love. If you got last place, she would actually congratulate you on it. She would say that you tried your best. Being a loser is okay. Well, she didn't say it in those exact words, but she's always been supportive of me throughout the good and the bad times. And I don't look down on her for it. You should be a lot angrier than you are. She hindered you. Well, maybe she's not the one to blame. Maybe we should blame your father. I would have thought that him being a fireman, he would have taught you that you have to strive for something higher in life. It's either he couldn't be bothered to give you that lesson, or you were too stubborn to actually heed his words. Just shut your damn mouth, Bill. I don't care if you were some great army general and you helped protect our country or whatever. I don't need to hear this crap from you. I'm not going to put up with you talking smack about my family. Oh, wow. Look at that. It seems like you have a little bit of fire in you to begin with. Come on, man. Is that all you have to say to me? You sit there disdaining my family, making fun of my mother, saying that she has some weird cackle. Well, let me just tell you, she had nothing but good things to say about you. Of course you did. I'm a very decorated man. Didn't you see all the ribbons I was wearing all over myself today? I think it's great that you've had many achievements, but to wear them on your shirt, showing it off to people is outlandish. Listen here, son. I earned those ribbons. I bled for them. You don't know the horrors that I've seen. I'm free to wear them as much as I'd like. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to some maggot like you talk me off. If you want to talk about clothing, let's start with you. Just what in the hell was that appearance today? Is that honestly how you're gonna present yourself to my daughter? You look like you got into a bar fight. You've got to be joking me right now. That's just hilarious. That really is hilarious. You know why I'm looking the way I am, don't you? This was all that training I do with you and your buddies. I know you don't want to admit it, but you all get a kick out of beating me up, don't you? You love it when I get bruised up like that. It's some sort of weird ego trip for you guys. Don't sit there and blame me for the way I look. It's all your fault. Well, let's take a look at the facts, son. At the end of the day, if you knew how to defend yourself and you actually had some guts in you, you wouldn't let yourself get bruised and bloody up that way, would you? Don't blame me. I'm actually doing you a favor. I'm doing what your father never did. I'm turning you into a man. Who are you to talk about my father? You don't know what he's done. He's already told me what I needed to know. Like I'm gonna believe that. Today's meant to be a meeting of families and he didn't even turn up. What is he, a coward? Is he afraid to face me? Don't you dare talk about my dad that way. My dad is not a coward. Well, where is he then, son? 'Cause I'm telling you right now, a man that doesn't come to the call of duty typically tends to be one that's afraid. So what is he so scared of, huh? Let me just say something. You really are a piece of work. Do you want me to tell you the real reason why he's not here today? There was an emergency downtown. A huge fire. Some mom forgot to buy some groceries and she left the gas running in her house. She had her little boy in that room. My dad went to that building to save everyone, including that boy. He's currently writing a report on what happened. Well, let me just say, if he was any good at his job, he would have found a way to do that and make it in time for the meeting, wouldn't he? I swear to God, if you keep making my blood boil any more than this. What are you going to do? Are you going to do something to me, Sergeant? Do you even have the guts to face me? You're still a little cherry, son. It'll be years before you can take a guy like me down. Yeah? We'll see about that, won't we? We've got training tomorrow, don't we? That we do, Sergeant. That we do. That was absolutely pathetic, Sergeant. Don't you dare come at me like that again. I'll have you out in a meat wagon. What did you think about that one, sir? Doesn't feel good to be thrown around like that, does it? Especially in front of your buddies. You've really got some nerve coming to my gym and treating me that way. Just what was that move anyway? It's just a little something different. I figured that I can't beat you guys at your own game. A lot of the takedowns that you employ derive from wrestling. Well, I decided to take something from a different art. Something a little bit more ancient. I guess you and your buddies haven't done something like that before. If you were familiar with it, I wouldn't be able to take you down like I did today. Do you think this is some sort of game, Sergeant? You do not disrespect the commanding officer that way. Is this how you view people? Honestly, I'm very appreciative of whatever work you've done in protecting our country. But you have to realize that I'm just a civilian. I'm not a sergeant, and you're not my commanding officer. We're not on a battlefield right now. It's time you woke up to reality. Well, how about I give you a little taste of my reality, son? A reality where you're not in my daughter's life. What do you mean by that? What I mean is that you failed. I'm not impressed. You don't possess the qualities that make for a good man to be with my daughter. Wow, that's some brave talk coming from you, Bill. I'm pretty curious. Just how many guys were successful enough to pass your little tests? Just be honest with me. I'm probably the first guy that's actually thrown you. Don't get cocky with me. Every man has a bad day. Every man gets lucky. What I did to you wasn't luck. I planned for that to happen. But you know what, Bill? I don't care how you feel about the situation. At the end of the day, your daughter loves me. She chose me to be the one to marry her. It's not up to you. I'll continue with this marriage regardless of what you say. You can threaten me, call me a maggot, and disown my family as much as you want. I'm ready to go into this marriage without your blessing. You and I don't have to be friends. We'll see about that, maggot. You're about to realize just how much my daughter loves her father. Hey, Louise. I'm so sorry about yesterday. I know you've been really lonely and wanting my company at home. I haven't been a really good boyfriend lately. I want to make it up to you. Listen, it's been a really long time since we've had a good night together, isn't it? I figured we should do something like we used to. Have a little bit more fun for once. I'm at the shops, and I've got the best ingredients for tacos.
Tacos?
That's right. It's taco night tonight. Whatever you're cooking right now, just wrap it up and put it in the fridge. Say hello to crunchy salsa heaven, hombre.
Oh my God, Kevin, I'm not your hombre. I'm a girl. The correct term is mujer.
I didn't know you were studying Spanish. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two tonight. Maybe that can be the theme for today. What was that new series that came out recently? Narcos or something?
Kevin, that thing is old. That thing's been out for ages.
True. You have a good point. But that being said, that's all the more reason to start watching it. I mean, we're just way too behind on all the shows they got recently. Don't you feel weird going into work and everyone's talking about stuff that you don't know? I kind of want to catch up. I'm feeling a little bit lame, to be honest. I've been so tired of training all week, I've really been looking forward to today.
How much taco ingredients did you buy?
Well, I bought enough for both of us. You know what? I need you to know something. I know you've been lonely with me not being there, but last night will be the last night. From this point on, I'm going to be a fully attentive partner. We're going to start working on our relationship like we should be.
I see. It's good to see that you're putting that much effort in. I need to ask, though. Do you think your mom can come around tonight?
My mom? Well, if I asked her, I'm pretty sure she'd be obliged. I'll have to head back into the supermarket to buy some more ingredients, though. I've only got enough for us two.
That's fine. You and your mom can eat by yourselves. I won't be there tonight.
Are you kidding me right now? What do you got on? I'll move taco night till tomorrow, then.
There won't be a tomorrow either. I'm gone, Kevin. I've moved out.
I'm sorry. What now?
That's right. You're going to come home and none of my stuff is there. There's going to be no trace of me. This marriage is off.
You're actually trying to break up with me right now, aren't you?
That's right.
Louise, what the hell? How could you do this? I know things aren't the best in our relationship lately, but they're going to get better from this point on. Can't you just give me a bit of a chance? Not only that, but the wedding is coming up.
It's not that. It's got nothing to do with the way our relationship is functioning at the moment.
Okay, so what is it then? We need to diagnose the problem. Once we diagnose it, we'll be able to think of solutions.
Look, Kevin, I know you're not going to take this lightly, but the fact of the matter is that my dad doesn't approve of you. You didn't pass his test.
Oh, for Pete's sake. I knew he had something to do with this. I just knew it. So what has your dad been telling you about me? Has he been telling you how much of an unworthy man I am? How much my coward father and overly enthusiastic mom disgust him?
He might have mentioned something like that.
Come on, Louise. You have to ignore what this guy is saying. His ideas on our relationship and what we do aren't relevant. He's just an old senile man that's too attached to his daughter. He needs to let you free. He needs to realize that you're a fully grown adult now.
I think you're the one that needs to realize. Don't you understand how much my father means to me? He's the one that raised me my whole life on his own. Everything he's done up until this point has been for me. He worked so hard to put me in the best schools, worked so hard to put me in extracurricular activities, and he's also worked hard to make sure that I don't date any scumbags.
Alright, give me a break. Are you actually insinuating I'm a scumbag? That's such a load of crap. I know I'm a great guy. I've done nothing but try and be a good boyfriend for you. Louise, do you really think it's a good idea that he sheltered you that much? I think you really need to look at the facts. The man has brainwashed you.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
That's right. He's brainwashed you. Haven't you felt like even once that maybe you should disregard what he says? Maybe not everything he says is correct. Maybe there's a world out there for you to enjoy and he's holding you from it. I mean, Louise, take a look at us. We forged a really good relationship here. We're going to have an amazing marriage together, and he's trying to deter you away from it. If you ask me, that's not someone that cares about you. That's someone that cares about himself.
Stop talking about my father that way. You don't know how much he sacrificed for me. I love my dad.
Okay then. But what about us? What about the memories we have? Remember all those nights we were walking together on that beach, getting to know each other, bonding with each other? All the times we laughed in the office. Does that mean nothing to you now?
I mean, yeah, that was kind of fun. But like, whatever. I guess I can just have that with another person. If Dad thinks you're a crap guy, then I guess that's it at the end of the day. I gotta trust him. Sorry, babe. Like I said before, compared to him, you're second place.
Wow. You really think nothing of what's been between us this whole time? That's a really big shock right there. You know what? I thought behind all of that ditzy behavior that you had, there was some shimmer of brilliance. Some part of you that was actually smart. The fact that you would give up all of this just because your dad said so. It just shows me how stupid you are.
Shut up! Don't call me stupid! I know I'm smart! I'm making a good decision here!
Don't talk to me about being smart. You're tasked with calculating our earnings and putting it into an Excel sheet. You actually sat there with a calculator typing everything out. You could have got the job done in 5 minutes by just using the formulas that they have on Excel. But you decided to do it the hard way with a calculator. That takes a whole day. I've always thought that type of thing about you was cute. Now I know that you really are just an idiot, Louise.
You know what? Screw you, Kevin! I'm glad that we're ending our relationship here. I didn't know you were such a mean and toxic person. You better be careful what you say to me. I'm gonna get my dad to beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, alright. I'd love to see him try. Before I go, let me just tell you something. I managed to overpower your dad the other day, and he wasn't happy about it. I'd be surprised if he wants to have another go at me. Screw him and his stupid tests, and screw you too!
Wow, what an exhilarating rush! I feel like I've got little race cars running all throughout my body. I've got to say that giving that opening address today really put me on edge. How did I look up there? I know everyone must have seen how afraid I was. Did you see how much I was sweating? How many times did I wipe the sweat off myself? Was it 2 times? No. Come to think of it, it was 5. Oh, maybe 10. Oh my god, I've absolutely botched it. I should have spent more time practicing it. I only spent 4 hours yesterday rehearsing.
Mom, just settle down. Do you remember what we were talking about with your blood pressure? We don't want you to overreact about things. You did an amazing job.
Are you kidding me? I saw the way people were looking at me. I don't think they were inspired at all.
Trust me, I don't think those people even know how they looked when they were listening to you. That was an amazing speech, and you really put your heart into it. I love the fact that your personality really came out. You set the tone for the type of company that you're running. I'm sure all the new people that came are really eager to start doing a good job here.
Are you serious right now, Kevin? You're not trying to play me a merry tune to lift my spirits or anything, are you?
No, honestly, Mom, it's fine, I swear. Every year you give a speech and it gets better than the one before it. I mean, what should I expect? You are the one running the company that we're all working at anyway.
Well, listen here, son. At one point, you're going to have to be doing the same thing. Hope you've been taking notes on how I've been operating.
Don't worry, I'm fully aware of what I'm supposed to do. But speaking of being aware, I'm really surprised that no one's found out about us yet. We really do keep it on the down low, don't we? I mean, we thought at some point that everyone would find out, knowing that our last names are the same, but no one has questioned it.
Well, one of us is doing our job well, I guess.
I'm pretty good at acting like I'm just a normal employee.
I think you're doing a terrible job at acting like a normal employee. But you are doing a great job at being a fantastic employee. That's exactly the type of behavior I want to see from you. That being said, this was a company addressed to everyone. That girl, Louise, she still works here, doesn't she?
She sure does. I was thinking about that now that she's had lunch with us. She knows exactly what you look like. I'm pretty sure she was in shock today.
Yeah, well, I guess you consider it payback for what happened between you two. I was in shock knowing that you guys weren't actually gonna get married. I could have sworn you were destined for each other. I know that you can be a bit of an emotional wet blanket for girls, but at the same time, you're a good man. I thought she realized that. I guess some people just listen to their parents too much.
Hey, you know what? I'm probably one of them.
If you want my opinion, I think you could listen to what I have to say a little bit more. But to think that he would force her to cancel the marriage with you for such a silly reason. He had his pride hurt in a sparring match. Big deal. Not only that, but he disregards the fact that your dad is a fireman, and for some reason that automatically means you're some sort of problem child. I swear, if you could just look past all the superficialities, he could see you for what an amazing person you are.
I know, Mom. I know. I was thinking the exact same thing that you are. I did my best to try and convince him, but he just wasn't hearing it. I guess when you get to that age, you're pretty stubborn, aren't you? You're set in your ways and you don't want to listen to anything else.
To think that I had such a high opinion of him. I thought people in his position would be a bit more respectful of others, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway, you know what? We have a company dinner later, and I better make an appearance there. Are you coming?
I sure am, Mom. If I'm going to be taking over the company at some point, I need people to know my face. Let's see if I can develop some rapport with some of our workers.
Hey, you! Kevin! Come on! Don't play me like that! I know you've been trying to avoid me at that party. What are you doing right now?
What do you want from me? Louise, we had a mutual agreement in our talk with each other. You told me to get screwed and I returned the sentiment. There should be no reason that we're talking to each other now.
Well, hey, look. We don't have to be so serious all the time. I mean, a decent amount of time has passed since that happened, right?
What do you mean a decent amount of time? It hasn't even been a month yet. Do you expect me to just forget the way your father treated me? The way you easily sided with him and turned against me? I'm sorry, Louise, but from that day, you've been gone from my heart. I don't want anything to do with you.
Come on. That is just so childish. It's like you said the other day, right? We had something special with each other. There's a flame that we have to reignite. I was an idiot for listening to my father. Why did I listen to that oaf dad of mine for so long? I didn't want him to make a mess of everything. I knew you were the one for me. Surely you see that, right?
It's just lies, Louise. All of it lies. I mean, if it's as you say it is, then you wouldn't listen to your father in the first place. He would tell you what to do, and you would give him the bird. You would tell him that I'm the man that you love, and I'm the one that you want to be with. But clearly you respect his word more than mine. You're a daddy's girl. You'll do whatever he says.
You know what, darling? You're right. You're totally right. I'm just so sorry about everything. I was such an idiot. You keep calling me a ditz, and I think you're right. I don't know what's good for me. I should have accepted that I had a good thing when I had it, regardless of what my dad thought.
Is that all? Is that all you could have done?
Well, I guess he could have eased up on the training as well. That was kind of unnecessary, wasn't it?
Kind of is putting it mildly.
Anyway, you know what? I noticed that you were trying to run away from me at that party. I know that we have our differences or whatever, but I can kind of tell that we're making up right now, aren't we? How about you come back and we talk about what's going to happen from this point on? It's not too late to have that marriage. And you know what? I know that you're worried about Dad, but I'll get through to him somehow. If worst comes to worst, I won't even have him associate with you. That's a pretty cool deal, isn't it? So, what do you think, darling? Let's come back and have a little bit of a drink together.
Louise, you don't think I understand what's going on here? Do you think this is all just some little coincidence?
Coincidence? I don't really know what you're talking about right now.
You know damn well what I'm talking about. Let's be honest with each other. You finally found out what my mother is doing, didn't you? You know she's the CEO and you want to join me for the ride to the top. You're purely interested in the money.
Okay, look, I've got to be honest. I was pretty surprised about that. I mean, I can't believe you never told me. Your mom is the owner of the place that we work at. That is just like totally bonkers. I had no idea. She always sits in her office and doesn't show her face to anyone. I couldn't believe my eyes when she came out to do that company address today. I rubbed my eyes like a little child to see if it was true or not. Lo and behold, she was standing there. The same woman that I had that lunch with.
Well, if you actually paid attention to things, there were plenty of times where you would have noticed. Our last name, for instance.
Hey, come on. Like, that could have just been a coincidence. How was I supposed to know that?
If you tried to know a little bit more about me, maybe you would have. Anyway, Louise, I'm going to leave it at that. Ever since that day where we told each other to go screw ourselves, I've already banished you from my heart. I need to move on. I don't want anything to do with you from this point on. I'm going to have you blocked now. Don't you ever talk to me again.
Hey, babe, come on. Don't jump to such a heavy conclusion. We still have to work together, right? You've got to talk to me at the end of the day. What about your mom? She likes me, right? She'd hate to see us fighting. Kevin!
Sergeant! Sergeant! I will not stand for this insubordination. The mission is back online. My daughter has presented herself to you. Why are you turning her away? Why don't you try to prove to me that you are a real man? My daughter is in need. She needs you to help her, to support her. Just what in the world do you think you're doing? Shut your trap, Bill. I'm done with your daughter. I'm done with you. You guys made it very clear that you don't want anything to do with a guy like me. Fine, I accept that. Let me move on. The situation has changed, son. You didn't disclose to us that your mother was the one earning the money in your family. I was under the assumption that your father was the one earning. Just why is that anyway? Why is your mom in a company and your dad is just some fireman? That doesn't make any sense to me. Well, allow me to explain something to you then, Bill. Unlike you, my mother doesn't look at where a person has come from or what they've done when she decides if she wants to marry them. She met my father when she was in university. He was a young man who wanted to do good for the world. They were in the same class together. She realized that he had a really good heart and supported his dream of being a fireman. He thought that's where he could utilize his skills the most. That's where he'd be able to help people. She was attracted to his good nature. He's been living out his dream his whole life. Now he's got no intention of giving it up. I'd say that he'll keep doing that until he's too old to walk. Okay, I understand that. You have a very honorable father. But what about your mother? How does someone like that come to own her own company? Well, despite you finding my mother's personality detestable, she's actually a very good businesswoman. The type of atmosphere that she's created for the company produces the best work efficiency. She's managed to grow it to an alarming scale. Every year they have new people who want to work for them, want to be a part of their culture. Her personality might not be good on the battlefield, like where you're from, but it works in the place where she is now. I have to say I was very wrong about you, Sergeant. You're not the type of man that I thought you were. It's clear that you come from a very good background. You're not some meatbag that comes from some decrepit ghetto. I'm sure you're aware of the situation my daughter, Louise, is in. Of course I am. It doesn't matter how kind and accepting our environment is. The work has to be done. Your daughter has caused way too many problems than we care to count. Now that I'm not the one helping her, it's starting to affect our operations. We've had no choice but to cut her. She's a lost cause. She should have appreciated me while she had me. That's all well and good. No soldier is better than a bad soldier. At the same time, she's out there to fend for herself. Now, is that what you want for her? You care about her, don't you? If you're going to inherit this company like you say you are, I can entrust her into your hands. You can provide for her. You're actually trying to offer up your daughter to me now? That's exactly what's happening. Okay, Bill. Well, here's my answer. You can just eat me. She made it quite clear that she didn't care about what happened between us. She just treated me like another guy. She thought I could be replaced by someone else. Not only that, but she's got a crazy psycho father that I have to deal with. I'm about to be a CEO soon, and I don't have time to wake up early in the morning and go for runs. I'm going to be blocking both of you now. Good luck with your lives. Sergeant, get back here! I will not stand for this insolence! Sergeant! Sergeant! Those two tried to do an array of different things to get my attention. Unfortunately, Louise knows all my favorite spots. She knows every single place where I like to spend time to relax. She would mysteriously appear in these destinations, dressing a lot more provocatively than she used to. I was surprised the first time I saw her, but from that point on, I grew more and more disinterested. Eventually, she got the message that there was no chance that she and I would be getting back together again. She had to find a new partner. Unfortunately for her, her dad didn't make it easy. He still kept the strict regimen and made any new guy that wanted to be with her train with him and his buddies. From what I hear, people stopped doing it after the first session. They realized a girl like Louise isn't worth going through the pain of being beaten up every night. If I had to take a guess, I was probably the only one that went as far as I did. Bill should have appreciated that for what it was. He eventually grew restless and hated the fact that he lost this battle. If his daughter couldn't win me through attraction, then he would win me through force. One night he came to my house to try and threaten me. He snuck into my kitchen and tried to sneak up on me. The moment he laid a hand on my shoulder, I took him down immediately. I had him dazed out on my floor and called 911. From that point on, Louise had to live without a father because he was now in prison. By the time that happened, she was already too old to find any suitable partners. She was expired goods. She's now living the rest of her life alone. As for me, rumors eventually started to spread around that I was the son of the person that owned the company. People were amazed that someone this socially adept and integrated into the community was secretly the son of the person running the whole operation. As soon as people knew my face, my mom decided that it was time to step down. I'm now running the company with the same attitude that she did. It's really sad that I'm running a big corporation such as this and earning a lot from it. I would have liked to share this dream with Louise. I guess I'll just have to search for a new partner. But this time I'm going to have to do a check. It doesn't matter how good the girl is. There's no way I'm going to marry her if she's got some crazy psychopath dad controlling what she does with her life.